new episode of Street Channel. So today I'm going to a city in the south where there's one of the biggest pilgrimages happening today. It's going to be fun. It's probably going to be crazy, a lot of people, very traditional stuff. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. I'm going to take the train now and see you in a few hours. So where I'm going here exactly is the Baishatun Mazu Pilgrimage, which is the longest pilgrimage in Taiwan. They will carry a statue of the goddess Mazu from a temple in Baishatun to another temple in Beigang, around 130 kilometers down south. I went there so early because I wanted to photograph the preparations as well as the actual walk, even though all the ceremonies wouldn't start until 11 p.m. at night. When I arrived in Baishatun, it wasn't really what I expected because it was just like a big night market during the day you would find anywhere else as well. So I think I came way too early because I had around 12 hours left until the ceremonies would start. So I was basically just waiting around a lot, killing some time, took some pictures, but I didn't find it really good for photography. So I'm going to show the actual temple where the pilgrimage starts and some pictures as well, but then pretty much cut straight to the evening when all the ceremonies begin. So these are the preparations or the ceremonies before the pilgrimage starts. I don't really know the exact meaning of everything either. I just know that it's basically a bunch of different gods coming to Mazu before she starts going on this journey. And those people in yellow you can see here, those are the ones carrying the statue. And this container or this box is where they're going to put the statue into. And before they actually take the statue, they're going to run back and forth towards the temple, which means kind of knock on the door. And then they're going to put the statue into the container and start walking with everyone following them. So this is when I started walking as well, but I only walked until the next day and then went back to Taipei first because I didn't really prepare for such a long walk. So I decided to take the train about a week later to Beigang and then walk all the way from Beigang to Baishatun. But this was still pretty beautiful with all the fireworks and the people giving you free food, which I didn't really understand the reason for. And it was a good first impression for what was to come a few days later. So it's about 1 week later now, and I'm going to take the train to Beigang, where the pilgrims are going to arrive and turn around to go back to where they started. So I'm going to try to walk with them, but it's going to be very tight, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm just going to give it a go and try to take some good pictures along the way. On the sixth day, we pretty much arrived just in time when the Mazu statue was entering Beigang, and I got a pretty good spot here for watching her pass by. And then we would just follow her into town, and it was just super packed and super full, but just a cool atmosphere and also nice to see during the day for a change and not just at night. temple where the statue is coming back, so she's inside now. And they're praying now, and tonight at 11 p.m. they will go back to where it started in 2 or 3 days, I think. So, and I think they won't stop, so it's going to be quite tiring, and I'll try to keep up. It's a pretty awesome view. Really beautiful temple. Until the evening, we were basically just waiting, relaxing, and getting some rest. I walked around and took some more pictures of just exhausted people who were tired to death, which was only foreshadowing of what was to come the next day. And at around 11:30, we started walking by ourselves already because Beigang was just so full and packed that it would have been just impossible to follow the statue out of town. So we went to the next spot, waited for a few minutes until the statue would pass by. So this is where we started our walk from Beigang. It sometimes felt a bit like in a war zone with all the firecrackers going off all the time, which was kind of exciting. But besides that, it was basically just a lot of walking alongside the statue, some running, and more walking. Until eventually the next morning came and all the locals gave you breakfast, drinks, took you rubbish. And I slowly started to realize why they were doing this, standing there for so long and giving you so much stuff for free. Because they were always saying "辛苦", which kind of means like sorry for your hardship, but in a thankful way. So I guess that they were doing this to thank you for accompanying Mazu along her journey, which was kind of humbling and touching in a way. So the Mazu statue is just in there, so that's why everyone's waiting here. And it's kind of like 7:30 now, so we've been walking for almost 8 hours. And everyone looks really tired, but it makes for some good pictures. Kind of like a series about tired and almost dead people, but it's kind of funny, everyone's really nice, giving you stuff to eat. And yeah, it's a really cool experience. So there didn't really happen much on day 7. It was basically just walking all day long. There was a lunch break for about an hour, but other than that, I was just walking all day. And after walking 70 kilometers, I just couldn't walk anymore. So I went to one of those first aid stations you can see there. They helped me to take care of 2 giant blisters, and then I took the last photo for the day and finally got some sleep. Day 8 didn't really start differently from the days before. I got some good pictures in the morning, but it was basically just walking straight through. Although it felt like the people would get more and more the closer we got to Baishatun, and that the fireworks would get crazier and crazier as well, up to the point where they got just really bananas. Because we actually got quite close to Baishatun already that day, the statue decided to finish off for the day at around 4:30 or 5 at this temple. So we watched the statue enter the temple at this spot, and then we're looking for some place to get some good night's sleep as well. So it's 5 AM in the morning now, and just got up. That's where we slept, or we slept in there. And yeah, we're gonna walk to the temple where the statue rested tonight, and then keep walking the final maybe 1 or 2 hours, and then see what the ending ceremony looks like. I'm quite tired, but it's gonna be good. So that's the temple where it all started. So after 9 days, I mean, I can just walk in 3 days, but after 9 days, they're back at this temple, bringing the statue back in. So yeah, that was my Mazu vlog or Mazu travel video, which took me way too long to edit. I guess next time I have to film more with a video in mind and also put myself more in front of the camera to keep the momentum going. So I don't know if anyone's watching until this point, but if you did, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it because this Mazu pilgrimage left quite an impression on me. Not only because I could see where a lot of the Taiwanese culture and the behavior here comes from, but also because I could see a different way to have faith and to live your religion, because we definitely don't have something like this in Germany. And maybe you can comment down below if you have something like this in your country. And thanks again for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one.